Shalom, assalamu alaikum, my friends. I am sorry, I'm eating. I'm having a bowl of chili right now. But I saw this. I just started on this. I saw this. I looked at this. I saw a Muslim and a Christian again. And the Muslim's going to try to say to the Christian, Matthew 27:5.
You gotta be proud of him. No problem.
Right here, Matthew 27:5 and Acts 1:18 are giving two different descriptions about a man named Judas that betrayed Jesus. But this is not what he's saying is going to be a lie, and I'll prove it to the Muslim. Okay, I'll prove it to you. All right. Now, when we look at this, we read, "Then he threw down the pieces of silver in the temple and departed and went and hanged himself." Okay, that's fine. So Judas, he got paid 30 pieces of silver. He realized his sin, repented. Maybe he could have repented. It that we do not know. Does not say. We know that he committed suicide, and suicide is bad. But only God knows of Judas. For it was God who placed the spirit in Judas to betray. All things are God's, right? It says pieces of silver in the temple and departed and went and hanged himself. So he took the money, he gave it back to him, threw it in the ground. Take your shit. He left. He felt bad. He hung himself. Okay? End of story with that. Now, they're saying now this man purchased a field. Now, you have to read right here. Read above that. Read above 18. And there it is describing the whole ordeal that when Jesus got handed over, they are talking about Judas did not have authority to crucify Christ, okay? Jesus just showed them where they were. That's what he did. He had no authority to crucify Christ. The man who had authority, given to God, mind you, because, Judas didn't kill Jesus Christ. He wasn't the one that had the authority to condemn the man to death. No, who was it? There was a man who was in charge of the Sanhedrin, and he was called the high priest, and his name was Caiaphas at the time. Cephas, whatever you want to pronounce in your tongue. Now this man, who paid Judas the 30 pieces? It says that Judas gave the pieces back. He went and hanged himself. Now to get the context right, you have to understand the context of this story. And then you can understand its meaning, Muslim. So that way you're not deceived by false shepherds as Uthman is. He's full of hate. I hate that. He thinks he's better than everybody else. His religion's number one. Religion's all shirk. Fuck your shit. Fuck the Christian with their cross and their statues too. When it comes, I'm not saying fuck you as a person. I have to fuck your shirk. Nonsense, man. You understand? I know sometimes the way I speak and stuff, people may get confused and think all this up. But now this man is a specific man. This man who had the money that Judas gave him, this man purchased a field with the wages of iniquity. What? With the wages of iniquity? Who did iniquity? Judas did the iniquity. Did he keep the money and got paid? No, he threw it. Somebody else took those wages of iniquity. And falling headlong, he burst upon in the middle, and all his entrails gushed out. That's what happened to the high priest, the man that took that money. They're not talking about Judas in the Acts, everyone. Go read it above and you'll understand the whole context of that story. So, before you people go around thinking that the word of God is confused, no, you're confused first. Don't go around saying that the books are confused. That goes for all of you. Don't go around saying that the Quran is confused because you're a Christian. Don't go saying the book is confused. The word of God is confused. And you Muslim, don't go around saying that the word of the Christian's book is confused. No, it's you all. You all are confused. I pointed at your... I'll put it at your head. It's you confused. So there, I clarify that for you. The Spirit gave it to me. I'm just going across it right now. I was eating. I sat down right now. I said, oh, this looks interesting. They're going to, what was the title? Let me tell you why I got interested. Legendary Debate, Christian versus Muslim, Grand Finale. So legendary and grand finale. I thought, oh, let's see what these two clowns are up to. So I look at it, and when I say clowns, I'm meaning, it's not your fault you don't have the proper translation or truth. But to me, because I have it, you're like a show to me. This comedian stuff. Look, these clowns, look what they're doing. Let's see what they're arguing about. So I click it and I see their argument, right? And I'm like, oh, I see this guy, he's saying this, that he threw away money, hung himself. And then I go to another whole different book now. Now you're going into a whole different book of parchment and trying to compare this parchment with the other parchment said. And then you read it, you see what they're really talking about. So when they're saying that, now Judas, he had no part. All Judas was a betrayer. He followed Yeshua as a disciple. There's nothing special. I'm a disciple. Are you? We all disciples following the prophet. If you follow any prophet, you're a disciple of prophet. Correct? Or apostle, whatever you want to call yourself in your tongue. But he was not a partaker in the Injil itself. Anybody could have been the betrayer, among the disciples. But there was only one that had the authority to actually crucify a man. Apostles and disciples, we don't have authority to tell what is going to happen to the one that we're following, right? So obviously it would have to be someone who is not following. And this is the man who paid. And the Sanhedrin, they threw it back and they took it. They purchased the field. And whoever did it, this man is the one. And this man is the same man who had shared in the, how do they put it? There's a word in the Acts that they say, and prior before. This man was a partaker in the word of how the word, like when God said, this is my son, I'm going to sacrifice as a lamb upon an altar to save man from sin. He is my right hand. He is my temple, my living temple that I shall dwell in as a gift to Miriam unto mankind. You understand? In the beginning, he was always the Diwali, the light from the beginning. Hindu, Christian, Muslim. I just put your story together, right? Now, with that, the authority of God putting a position of power there to, as if you can have more power than God. No, God allows these things. He allowed that flesh, that temple that he was in, to be destroyed. But he rebuilt it, right? Let me get a drink. That chili is hot. It's got in my throat and my nose. That is better. No, it's not. It's still there. Still there, huh? So, I don't get it. It's not wanting to empty itself out. So anyway, now you guys see these are not false. They are right. Shalom. Assalamu alaikum.